Hi everyone, it's Christine Edgar with the Farmington Libraries, and today we're doing a maker activity, a feed bag tote. So grab the kit that you have. Also, you will need a pair of scissors and you will need a work table. And get ready and we're going to get started. So today we're going to take our bag, our duct tape, and our scissors. You will also need a box. We're going to use this to help shape our bag. So right now, I'm just going to cut off the bottom. You might find a little bit of feed dust in here. I'm going to use my duct tape to seal this shut. I'm just going to kind of measure it like this. I'm going to flatten this. I'm just going to trim this a little, make it even. So I'm going to stick this on the bottom, and you can see I only did it about halfway of the width, and then the other half I'm going to pull up here and fold it over so that we're getting the other side. So instead of using a box, I'm going to use this tiny milk crate. And I'm going to put it all the way at the bottom to give it some structure. So you can see now, I like to reinforce it again with another layer of tape. Because this is a no-sew bag, I tend to use a lot of tape just to give it reinforcement. Okay, and now that we have this flush right on here, we're going to pull this back. And this will be like the sides of the bag. And we are going to tape it here and here. I have a tablecloth, so it's really great. I can stick this tape right on here and then it just comes off easily. Okay. I'm going to push this way down in here, give it a little support. If you have a buddy, that will be great too, because one person can hold and the other person can tape. So it's great if two people in a family are doing this project, you can take turns helping each other. Okay, and I'm going to reinforce this a little bit more. And the good thing is I gave each registrant a whole roll of duct tape, so you should have a lot to work with to help you with your project. Okay, next side, same thing, pushing your box all the way down. And then you're going to take this corner and you're going to pull it up the side and get that nice angle. And I like to make it go underneath if possible because that gives it a little more strength. This seam is right here, so I'm just going to go over it a little farther. Great. Now I'm going to take this box out. And now I'm going to cut the top off. These bags are pretty tall. And if you did it, this bag, this whole size, it would be too unwieldy. So for mine, I'm going to cut it off right here, right under where it says poultry, which I think is a good place to stop. If you have a reusable bag, you can use that to kind of measure it for size if you have another one that you want to kind of test it out with. And now you can see in here, we're going to go and reinforce it on the inside. So this will be a great bag that'll stand up a little. So I'm just going to tape it on the inside and then I'll flip it around and let you see what it looks like. You can see it now, how it goes long ways and then up and down on each end. Now, I'm going to kind of fold it into its shape a little. Fold it down the middle a little. Okay. And now we are going to do the edges. I usually do several strips and I go all the way around. And it gives it a nice finished look. It doesn't unravel. So I'm going to start with 3 and we'll see how we do. So I'm going to start here and I'm going to go about half of this width. I'm going to put down on here. And you can see, now the other half I'm going to fold over. So you can see here's my duct tape, and the rest I'm going to fold over. And then we're just going to repeat that going all the way around. It can be a little unwieldy. Okay, so I'm going to overlap this tape here. I want to make it so it's going evenly. And I'm just going to press and roll. And then I'm going to flip it over and fold on this side. It doesn't matter which side you start with, as long as your duct tape ends up wrapped on the inside and the outside. And it looks like I have just enough with my last layer. I've done so many of these. I think I've gotten pretty good at eyeballing it. And this is good, but if you wanted to, again, you could reinforce it. So now the last thing we're going to do is make straps. These are about 24 inches long. You can make them longer or shorter, depending on what you prefer. And you will want to make 4 strips of the same length. This was a craft that I had found on thefrugalcrafter, and I liked this so much. I have chickens, I have some friends that have chickens, and it's a very, you can see it's a very durable material, the way it's like fiber interwoven. So I thought it would be great to find a way to use that. So now what we're going to do is flip one over, and then we're going to pick up the other. Just going to move some of my things out of the way. And you want to take this, and you want to put this down halfway. So halfway through its width, which you should be used to hearing me say by now. Now we're going to fold this part on top. Pull this up, and then we're going to repeat it. We're going to fold this on top of itself. So now it's double thickness, and both sides have a nice smooth edge. I will demonstrate again over here. So I'm going to fold it this side over. And I'll move the camera so you can see what I'm doing instead of my arm blocking the way. And I'm going to put half of this down this way and pull it over towards you. And then flip it and repeat. Now, you're going to secure it. So I take one end here and one end here, and then it creates this nice loop in the middle. So I will demonstrate on the bottom. You just put both, take one end, and then take the other end like this. I like to reinforce this part with a lot of duct tape, Or if you have a hot glue gun at home, sometimes when I'm making this, I will stick some hot glue in here and then put it on top and then put my tape down. But I'll tell you, I have several that I've made and I use them for a lot of things and I haven't had any break. I haven't had the bottoms break. I haven't had the handles come off. So it's really sturdy. And I originally just used them for, you know, lighter things like crackers or cereal boxes. But my husband took it out shopping once and he filled them up with cans and all kinds of things. Okay, so last piece, and I'm just going to use one strip for this. One strip that will cover the whole thing. Sometimes it's a little hard when you get the handles hanging down from the other one. That's a good time to use your box again. Get it out of the way. Okay. There you go. And now the tote bag is ready. All set. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video. And stay tuned for more maker crafts coming in July and August.